Hey, Nikki Brown here. No matter where you are and what part of the world you're in, I hope that you're having a good day. So, someone gave me a suggestion that I talk about relationships and why so many people have this lustful energy. And what I explained is when the explorers came here, and of course, I'm talking 1400s, 1300s, 1400s, 1500s. So, in particular, when Columbus and his buddies came, um, they basically saw women as land to be conquered and walked over. Land and women are basically seen similarly, to be walked on and to be conquered. And so, in general, when the Europeans saw that we had, in general, bigger butts than the Caucasian women, they took that to mean that we must like to have sex because they had that lustful energy, and so they were lusting after not only the male phallus as because they were jealous, but also um, the women again because we were seen as sex objects. And Dr. Joy DeGruy is one of the people who pointed that out in her book, Post Traumatic Slaves Syndrome, or Post Traumatic Slavery Disorder. No, Post Traumatic Slave Syndrome, I think it's called. I have the book at home. It's one of those, but Joy DeGruy, Degruy is her name. And also, Sarah Bartman was one of the first women to be put on display. She was treated like an animal at the zoo. People would fondle her, and it was to the point where so many men had sex with her. She ended up having a venereal disease, and she died at like 26 years old from, I think, syphilis, if I'm not mistaken. And so, um, prior to that, our ancestors walked around in the nude, right? The breasts were simply seen as something to feed babies with, like any other animal. And the hips were seen, okay, well, her hips are wide enough to accommodate childbirth. And that was it. There was no lust in the way that we lust after one another now, or think that, oh, well, you have to be attracted, or there has to be, some sort of sexual connection. There was no word for lust because there was no such thing. Again, everything was centered around procreation and reproduction, just like the other animals that we see. They lived in nature. We lived in nature. We were natural beings. We walked around again in the nude, barefoot, and we ate from the earth, whatever grew from the ground or from a tree. And we did rituals that were centered around growing crops, getting the rain to come down, and providing sunshine. We sunbathed more, um, and the like. Again, just like the animals you see living in nature now. Again, it wasn't until we were conditioned to believe that the body is something to lust after, and that there has to be this attraction and this chemistry, and you have to feel this tingly sensation when you meet somebody. And a lot of times when you do have those sensations, this is a karmic energy that is meant to be in your life for a season, a reason, and you're supposed to learn a lesson and move on and not stay with this person for a lifetime. But we can't tell each other that, because I hear men say all the time, well, women have needs. Well, if that's the case, men have needs. Well, women have needs too. If that's the case, we're really not that different, unlike we've been told that we are, right? Men in general may have more strength, in general, because of course there are women with strength. But again, if you look at the tribes that exist now, there are women who build houses, chop down trees, go hunting. They're warriors. They hold big baskets of heavy water and other products on their head. There is no such thing as male or gender role, or male or female gender roles. It doesn't exist. This is a Western concept that started when the European explorers came here and implanted those ideas in our psyche. And it's been going on for so many years, so many hundreds of years, we don't know any different at this point. And so, of course, somebody's going to probably comment underneath this video, you don't know what you're talking about, you need to go back to school, and that's fine. You are have a right to your opinion, and I appreciate your feedback. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Love y'all. Later. Mwah.